in reviews and on your website and such, they can tell when your keyword stuffing. And they can see that there's a certain saturation rate and that you're repeating yourself, or that it's not proper grammar or English, and they may, it may affect you negatively. Will it do it right now, and where's the status right now? I'm not entirely sure, I can't answer that for sure. But I know it's progressing in that direction more and more every day. The intelligence is getting a lot smarter. So they'll start to curb that behavior if they haven't already.
The name of the game is just more and more reviews. There's another, the last product we're going to roll out is called local service ads. The importance of as many reviews as you can get, over 100, over 200, over 300, is going to help elevate your positioning on this product called Google. It's a pay-per-call product. So just keep getting, there's businesses owners out there, blood, sweat, and tears goes into getting these reviews on every single one they can get. It's that important. And tree service, I'll address it towards the end. But as far as negative reviews, replying or responding to positive reviews is always so fun, it's always a pleasure. But what about a negative review? My recommendation is go to sleep, don't do anything. Sleep on it. Wake up in the morning with a clear mind. Keep in mind the world is going to read your responses. I was looking for a handyman. I live on Long Island for like we have a little thing on in the roof. I'm looking at handymans and I'm looking at the reviews, but more importantly, I'm looking at how the owner replied to his reviews. I'm reading what he has to say. And I'm okay with anything, but this one guy, he was just going, someone wrote a negative review and he was getting a little confrontational. Just be careful what you write on your response to these negative reviews, because people will be reading them. Address it professionally, and if you need any advice, just feel free. 5 ways to get more reviews. Automated. You do drip campaigns where you can actually follow up with a customer via the text message or email address. The whole key concept there is just you got to keep populating the platform with emails and cell phone numbers so they could actually, that drip campaign can work. Put the review link on your email signature on your website. You do an email blast. This is the review badge on your website. And this incentivize your team. I know a pool company, he has his technicians, when he's closing a pool, they give a couple of bucks off the bill. They write a review on the spot, but he actually gets them to write a review on Google, Facebook, and I think Yelp as well. He's got over 300 reviews. Whatever it takes, maybe a gift card to Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. That's reviews. I just want a website. Just, when you do that Google search on your business and you're looking at your mobile-friendly website, make sure it's legible. Make sure there's call to action buttons, such as a call now. I think a majority of us are home. You guys obviously go to the place. Directions isn't important, but a call now button, leave a review button, maybe even the text button. Nowadays, people just want to text. So just make sure there's, you have other third-party platforms you could put on your website for availability and scheduling. The website builds trust. There are reviews from third-party resources, strong visuals. Your pictures are going to be, always have a gallery on your website. Definitely make before and after pictures if it pertains to the particular project. I would highly recommend that. This way people can actually see your work. They don't want to see a generic photo up there of like flowers and a tree and it's not your work. So just get authentic, get organic, and put your pictures. Before and afters are huge. Make services. Your service areas put on promotional videos, the qualifications, all the different associations you're part of, the chambers, any specials or coupons, all common sense stuff, but definitely the specials and coupons are pretty huge. This will separate them. That will push people over the fence. Offer an online chat, great user experience, a strong professional design, ongoing updates and maintenance. Pretty straightforward. Take a look at your mobile website. I can't stress it. Take a look at it on the laptop. Make sure you like what you see. And go through every page. Don't just stop at the home page.
Well, I use Wix for another business I have. Is there a platform that's best?
Depends on the business, depends on the business. It's all custom. It really depends on how many pages you're gonna have on that website, what you're looking to, what your goals are, and then we would recommend a particular platform to use.
I mean, I don't think there's like a better platform, but I think the most critical element as far as your website is concerned, and I can't emphasize this enough, is making sure that it's mobile friendly. 80+% of your traffic is probably coming from the mobile phone at this point. And if it's broken, or it's not sizing correctly, or it's difficult to scroll or read, it's gonna be a huge turnoff. And the further down the road that we get, the more that's gonna be a bigger problem. And as far as platforms are concerned, that's just the one thing I would pay attention to, because sometimes Wix has issues with that. They'll have like formatting issues where like maybe your logo's offset and it's not filling the phone properly. They're usually pretty good on mobile, but sometimes desktop, they don't like responsively size correctly to the shape of the monitor. Like some monitors are really big, some monitors not so big. Just keep an eye on that. But mobile, they're usually pretty good. Most of the platforms are gonna be okay on mobile.
One web guy told me that him building it bare bones versus Wix and all the coding they have works better. Is there any truth?
In building it bare bones?
Yeah.
For a tree service, no.
No, it doesn't.
No. I mean, WordPress is pretty heavy, templated site, there's a lot of coding on the back end. But at the end of the day, if you're doing it for optimization efforts, as long as you're optimizing it correctly and you're using all the best practices, it doesn't matter all the coding content of it.
Thank you.
Google Ads. This is the, if that map listing isn't just doing it for you, you provide a services 30, 40, 50 miles, and you want to maybe target a particular geography that you have lots of business in, or maybe you don't have enough business in. And you want to target a particular service, whether it's tree removal, storm damage, stump grinding, whatever the case may be. That's where Google Ads comes in. You can target the geography and the services you want to target. If you're doing it on your own and you just need a second set of eyes just to make sure it's working properly, feel free. This is our specialty. This is one of my specialties, is Google Ads, designing these campaigns. What they look like, they're at the top of the page. I'm doing a search for a service in an area, and I don't know who I'm looking for. I'm going to type in tree service near me. Google Ads. Here goes one. Lots of real estate on this one. Lots of real estate. Number two, here goes the Lawn Barber Corp. He's Google ad right here. Now there's the 3-pack, the Google map listing. Here goes the 3-pack. 1, 2, 3, and there's an ad up there as well. Your ad could appear in the map pack as well. Used to be actually 7 Google map listings on the map section. They chopped that down to 3, I think, I don't even know, 4 years ago. Remember? Google Ads used to be on the right-hand side. Up and down the right-hand side, remember that? They go all up and down, but they got rid of that like, I don't know, 8 years ago or something. But anyway, Google Ads is great when you have a robust website, because at the end of the day, that Google ad is going to show up for that service in that geography. They're going to click the ad. It's going to take them to a particular page on your website. The most relevant page on your website based on that specific service that you're looking to get more of. For example, tree service. You take them to the tree service page. Tree removal. Okay, fine. So if he's doing Google Ads, which he does, we'll take him to this page. There's lots of content.
You find those leads are good?
Google Ads?
Yeah.
If it's set,
I don't know. I mean, very low conversion rate from those leads.
there's so many variables. It depends on what your website looks like. It depends on who designed the campaign. Depends on the keywords.
Yeah, but we'll get the calls, it just, whatever, for whatever reason, they just seem, I don't know if it's because I just can't explain it, but whenever we go to follow up with them, it's been such a bad week.
And you're able to determine you're doing your
We
conversions.
track all the sources, we track, I find Google LSA is way better than Google Ads.
Oh, yeah.
Google Maps is the best.
Yeah. All right. So then we'll jump.
Yeah, I would agree with that too, and I know we're running short on time, but I just wanted to address that real quick. Google Ads is a aspect of marketing. It's not like the only thing you rely on. LSA, I would agree, is much better. LSA is going to be pay-per-call, which we're going to get into next real quick. But as far as the beauty of Google is the fact that you can trace that data and determine where these leads are coming from, and you can use that feedback to adjust your campaign and attempt to manipulate it in a way that perhaps performs a little bit better. But at least you know what is and is not working, and try to make changes over time. And if at the end of the day it's not making it's not increasing performance and it's a lead loss, cut it and reinvest somewhere that's actually working. guys that have great results, we have guys that have terrible results with paper call.
Yeah.
Go
The
ahead.
design, there's a lot to do with it, the design. He brings up a great point. Our last product, since we are limited on time, is called Google Local Services. Probably came around two and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Google rolled out a pay-per-call model where you pay-per-call. Your price per call based on Google's budget is dependent upon where you are located. Budgets in New York and Long Island are going to be different than budgets, price per call in Pennsylvania, and depends on where you are with this model. There's about maybe 25 of these different verticals that are available. There's about another 15 that were just rolled out about a month ago, but with regards to you folks, tree service is one of them. It's always been, was rolled out when it first came out, local service ads. If you're not already signed up for it, basically you just want to, you get vetted by Google. You're going to want to provide, they do a background check on the business owner, the business, certificate of liability insurance you need.
So it's meant to replace Angie's List or compete with Angie's List.
Correct. But the beautiful thing with local service ads is this phone call that is generated goes directly to you and only you. It's not shopped around, it goes to your cell phone, to your business telephone number, whatever it is. We'll take a look at what it is. It appears above the Google ads. So for, if I just do tree removal near me, just kind of removal, and whatever, Nassau County. So here goes your local service ads, and this is where reviews, it's not the only thing that determines your placement. You can adjust your price per call now. It used to be a flat rate, but now you can elevate, you could do a custom quote, what you're willing to pay for that phone call. It's in the dashboard once you sign up, but this is where they are. Tree removal in Nassau County, there's only one guy with the green Google guarantee here. He's currently live. There's a tracking telephone number. If I click it, it won't cost him anything. If we call him, there is qualifications on what call you're going to pay for. Phone calls over 30 seconds. Phone calls in the service area you're targeting. Phone calls regarding the services that you want to target. You can dispute solicitations. You can dispute phone calls outside of your service area. You definitely want to manage it. I feel just get Google Ads. I think having both, we have lots of accounts that have both the local service ads, Google Guarantee up top, and they have Google Ads. They just want to dominate the first page of Google. So they'll do the pay-per call up top, they'll do the Google Ads, they'll appear in the map section, they'll appear organically.
Nobody's going to page 2, right?
Excuse me?
Nobody's going to page 2,
No
so
one-
dominates page 1.
Yeah, no
They're
one's
barely
gonna-
scrolling down.
Yeah, exactly. It's mainly above the fold here. They'll look, page, yeah, go ahead.
What are you seeing in terms of the call cost?
It depends. Typically, it's 30, it depends where you're located. Low, mid-20s and up. It could go, you could put a custom rate on what you're willing to pay, so you could go up to like $80 for
Yeah, you set the floor, so they have like a floor price, and then you can bid above that to a certain degree if you want to. If you're not getting enough traffic and you want to spend a little more per call, you could adjust what that bid rate is, but it depends on where you are. I think it's like $22 for you guys right now, or something like that. For like
Spread it out throughout the month, too. I know at one point I think they were trying to spread out the budget throughout the month, but now you can determine if you want to spend it all in the beginning of the month or spread it out throughout.
Yeah, we usually jack it. It depends on the client, but you could tell, but Google, if you're not showing in this top 3 pack here, you may want to increase your budget, your weekly budget spend. Are you going to exhaust that budget? Heck no. We have some accounts up to $100,000 a week. It's just a number, but yet positioning wise, Google's going to always kind of keep you in that top 3 because they're like, oh, Kevin wants to spend $100,000 a week and he wants to spend $500 a week. We're going to put him up for now. Another key component to showing in this 3-pack, if I click this button, it's going to show all the other, this is just a bad example, Nassau County, let me just do near me. But reviews are going to be another key component on how you're positioned in that 3-pack. Where are we, whatever, suffering, let's just try. Yeah, I see it. trying to show you something quick. So, no one's even running here. That's, we have Jacoby, he's up in Winchindam, he does Google, he does low LSA. If I just do Winchindam, he's... No, it's okay, I just want to show Winchindam. I noticed that was a good typer. Winchindam, MA, Winchindam. Okay.
Probably did two researches.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of throwing me. Here he is. This was a search I did before. I was just setting things up. Here he comes. He's the only one here. He has a green, your customer is going to see that green check mark. Google has since Google vetted your business, Google is going to put that green check mark next to your name. Me as a consumer, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking for a tree company near me. This guy has a green check mark that says Google guarantee. Give me the phone. Let's give him a buzz. Your reviews as well is going to enhance your performance on this platform. So that's why if you do have, I think, 30 over here, just keep pushing for more and more reviews. It's a combination of a custom rate per that phone call, how many reviews you have, and they pull it from your map listing, these reviews. So for example, Jacoby, he has 41, this here right here, he has 41 in his map listing. So that's where they get the reviews. So that's why getting reviews on that Google business profile is so important, especially if you want to play ball in this space. We have plumbers who spend a ton of money on a monthly basis on this. Phone just rings off the hook. It's how many phone calls do you want? It really, in tree service, you guys crush it. Your industry does very, very well. There's some other services that don't perform, like realtors, for example, don't perform that well on this platform. But tree service, you guys do very, very well. It's something to get signed up. Get vetted. At least once if you want to flip the switch and go live with it, hey, flip the switch. If you don't, like these guys, Princeton, they're up there, but they're just not, they don't want to flip the switch yet, for whatever reason. And that's pretty much, that's local service ads. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
If you guys have any questions, or you want us to take a look at your profile or your Google My Business page, we're happy to help. We'll point you in the right direction. We'll do what we can.